Boom. Boom. Damn, it's Tuesday today. It's Tuesday today. I was trying to catch up on bills. I got to pay bills at the end of the day if I'm crippled or not. So, and I am. I'm crippled. Um, so sometimes I wish I could greet y'all with a smile. A smile. Smile or smile. I don't pronunciate my words really well. I've been told I mumble, and all I could say to that is clean your fucking ears. Or clean your ears without the F word. And that's okay. I noticed you asked about what's going on. What is this? This doesn't look like your normal setting. And that's what happens when you get white teeth. White teeth comes with success. I smiled one time. Dude gave me his house. And now I'm here. Paid in full. Got it for free. Paid off. Not paid in full. Paid off. He wasted 45 years paying this place off to give it to someone with such a white smile. And if I smile, I'm faking it. I'm not happy. I'll be honest with you. I'm not happy. I'm not doing good. I'm not happy. I'm going over a speed bump. I'm going over a speed bump in a heavy vehicle with a 2-cylinder engine. A heavy vehicle with a 900-pound load on a 2-cylinder engine. I'm trying to get up a hill. It's an analogy. It's an analogy for a struggle. And, it'd be harder for a vehicle to get up the road. If it's a smaller engine, and I'm not small. I'm normal. I'm about $1.50, and all I could do is sit around for the most part anyways. Why? Why. Let's be honest with each other. You all know why. You all know why I'm stuck. I'm also, handicapped, crippled, whatever your label may be. That's what I am. All right. And that's from, everyone knows it. That's from car accident, not. Yep. Gay activity. You got it. And that's 2 men doing what men do usually after coming home. I wonder what starts gay. I wonder what starts it for people. I'm not one, so I wouldn't know. This is why I'm asking y'all. Some of y'all could be gay, and that's okay. I love gay people. And that sounded gay. I probably, I'm going to take that out and But I wonder what starts it. I wonder what starts being gay. I wonder how it happens. I wonder how people stutter and look, it's 9:39. Took an energy drink to try to get through this, and I got water. Water. I'm tired, but who cares? We're still gonna do it. We're still gonna get this out tonight. This is Tuesday. It's 9:40 p.m. and I'm not letting myself down here. That's all I know. This is the only therapy for me that works. This is this is me. This is how I used to be. That all that Disney Channel shit. That's what they used to say and sing and bang and ding, whatever they said. Um, you know, yeah, I'm struggling. Struggling to keep it together. I'm trying to get trying to pay the bills, trying to work. You know what? I want to hear it. Today's topic is going to be about topic of the day and sponsor of the day. It's going to be about booty, and that's a human female part for me. Some of y'all maybe male part, and that's gay. I don't have any. I've never, well, to be honest, I'll look at some booty, and that's women's booty, and um, I'll look at it. It comes across, Twitter, and I don't have Twitter, but I've heard rumors that there is some, so if you got Twitter, you're probably, looking for a 12-year-old at Walmart while you're on Twitter, or just being very suspicious, very, very not okay. Very not okay. Let's get some medicine. Instead, you're on a famous video with 1.5 million views on TikTok. You're getting beat up because you went to go meet a 12-year-old boy, and it can't even be a girl. Dude, if I were a pedophile, and we'll stop there. You already know what gender I'd pick. We're not gonna get too deep into it because I don't care to talk about that on my part. But I got these off of Amazon. My teeth are real, but I'm talking about the white. Yeah, no kidding. I'll look at some of age booty, of age glutes. Some people call them some fancy white bitch in the gym, or fancy white female in the gym. They would say, "Oh, I'm gonna work my glutes. We're gonna do 4 sets." And you'd be like, "What the 4 fucking? This girl must be glued it up." She must be, her middle name must be Glue, and then last name is Oot, Glute. And that's not true. She's talking about 4 sets of one. One is a set. Sweetheart, that's not how that works. Let's ramp it up a little. And they don't. So y'all break up, and that's a personal preference. I never had that happen. I've never gone to a gym with a girlfriend. I have year ago, 2 years ago. But um, who cares? And honestly, I'll be honest. I'm not gay. Remember this. But I will look at a booty, a butt, a glute. Let's say glute. I'll look at a tox. I'll look at the tox, the back end. Well, you get it, of a male. A glance. As long as it's not over 1.7 seconds, you'll be fine. And it's not. I'm not gonna get a subscription to it or something. And it's even if there was a 30-day free trial, no contract, I'm not doing it. No, and that's just not me. That's not how I do things. And honestly, it's what it is. Go look up Chris D'Elia. I just look like him. And I don't know how to speak either, apparently. But I did. I just look like Chris D'Elia. I don't know how to spell the D'Elia part, remember? If you've been watching, I'm dyslexic as a bat. Wait. Let me see if I got that right. Dyslexic as a bat. Wait. Do bats have... Oops. Dyslexia. Do bats have dyslexia? Oh, I said faux. It is unlikely that bats have dyslexia in the same way humans do. Oh, okay. Blind as a bat. Okay. What the fuck? A baseball bat? Well, okay, people are getting retarded. We're gonna stop from saying that word. People are getting different. People online are different, and everything's got to be so complicated. Man, if I came from Francais, or even if I came from Mexico, I would probably keep going to Canada. And that's a lie. Canada is probably not the coolest place to go. They have free healthcare, and so and apparently, if we don't have to get political, actually, but we're gonna. So if you had free healthcare, and I don't know, the prices would look different, I guess. But that's a part of growing up, man. It's... I like to catch it. I like to catch what everyone's saying. All these old folk. And I respect everyone. I love everyone. I love everyone. I love everyone. I'm not gay. I don't love LOVE. I love. What up, man? I love you. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do to my buddies, Hey, bro, I'll be safe, bro. He's like, got you, man. I love you too. Or if he's, if he says I love you too, then it's time for a new friend, buddy. Exchange him and TJ Maxx for a new one, or Buddies R Us, or wherever you get your friends. What's crazy? I actually got on, and I felt gay. I felt gay when I did it. I'll be honest with y'all, because I can be honest with y'all, and y'all don't judge me. And at least not in the comments, and that's okay. Judge me in your head, judge me in your bed, judge me in your met or read. And that was a poet. That was a little riddle rhyme I made to pass the time. Yeah, I got on Bumble Friends. Bumble, B-U-M B-U-M-B-L-E. Now, if I couldn't spell that, I probably shouldn't be doing this, and that's why I'm doing it, because I can spell it. It's I just passed the spelling test. Let's just say that. Level 1, good enough for me. Give me a sticker and give me yo mama, cause she thicker. But anyways, I'm hurting really bad. My back is hurting and I'm not liking it. But everyone gets shaky. Everyone gets shaky. I honestly, I forgot what we're talking about. Usually, wow, my teeth are white. Usually, I would go right back on the topic, but I can't remember. Oh, I had Hawaiian Bros. And that's not the topic. I know that, but I had Hawaiian Bros. This is the third time I've had it, and I like it. They have a burrito that's 1,260 calories. For $8. And I think that's cheaper than chahuso. Chahuso. And it tastes better to me. A lot better. Cholo. Oops. Nope, not the Mexican. Hispanic. Let's say that. I feel like I'm being disrespectful when I say that. Cholo. But it's okay. I'm part Hispanico. I really am. Don't believe me? Okay. Choloso burrito. Oops. Burrito calories. Is that what I was gonna look up? No, the price. See, I'm fucking up. Um, price. I better look at price before I clock out. I'm about to freaking go to sleep. Damn. 11.35, and with tax. So with tax, the Hawaiian Bros was like 837 or 874. I mean, it was in the eights. When we're talking about probably $12 or $11.97 at Choloso, and tastes worse. Doesn't taste as good, and it doesn't. You know that guy that you know what I'm talking about? That guy that was risen that other guy up. He goes, "You got and he was just like this. He goes, "Oh, whatever." That's what some WB's white bitches would do. White bitches. White women. What the fuck am I saying that for? I need to go to bed. Honestly. I'm hurting like crazy. The pain keeps me awake. And that little Wayne, that's another way to say awake. But in a, what I thought was a cool fashion. So relax. I don't sexualize women. I don't do it. I appreciate women. I appreciate the um, the feedback their body gives us. Boobies and booty and stuff, and that's like you know stuff. Some guys are, and this may not be you, because you're watching this or something, but some guys are, a lot of guys are, all guys, all guys. I mean, some guys are easy. Guys are easy. Eventually, if no one picks you up, you're gonna pick up a damn stray cat or something. And that's not. No, that was a bad analogy because that would be bestiality. You're gonna pick up a catfish or whatever people call it nowadays, or you're gonna pick up you know, you're gonna pick up someone. What do they call it? The homestead disease or whatever. Let's see what this is called. Oh shit! All right, what is it called when you find someone attractive because you're desperate? And I spelled desperate wrong. I spelled D-Sprite. And that's a brother's Sprite. D-Sprite. Hey, hand me D-Sprite. That's Jamaican Sprite. Hand me D-Sprite, man. All right. Fear of, oh, yeah. Fear of being alone. I mean, yeah, sure. There's a word, there's a name for it, though. There's a name for it, though. I think it's a homestead. Homestead. Wait. Homestead. Wait. What's it called when you... Yeah, there we go. Stockholm Syndrome. Some of you motherfuckers got Stockholm Syndrome. And all I got is white teeth. I got white teeth. And y'all got that stock. And not that, obviously it's not women y'all have in stock. So y'all trying to, I guess, and honestly, if bigger women are probably untouched. If you think about this, let's think about it. All right. Bigger, more unattractive women are probably less touched, less experienced, less touched. Less overall. And that's a good thing. If big women are beautiful, but that's not my type, but I still think they're beautiful. I think they're beautiful. And I'll tell them, I got off on the wrong roll. All right. I said one, they're people. They aren't days. People. People with different body types. Bigger women are, my thing is, brother, keep the skeleton in the closet. If you are skinny as a bone, then I don't want to clone. Whatever that means. There's it's Sean likes his porridge just right. He goes to Mama Bear's. He goes to Papa Bear's, and Papa Bear's is too hot. Fat women or bigger women. And he goes to Mama Bear's porridge. No, he goes to Baby Bear's porridge, and his porridge is too cold. Skinny women. And he goes to Mama Bear's porridge, and her porridge is just right. Y'all get the point. I don't have to explain anything else. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. I got a tan more, though. I'll tell you that. That's something I could put on my calendar since I'm crippled and I mainly do nothing. Is it sad? Maybe from an outside perspective, but it's my lifestyle now. So, you got to keep it together. You can't be weak. You can't be weak-minded. You have to try to stay positive. But I do have my days. My days that that's not the only thing I'm dealing with, honestly. Mentally, we're talking mentally. And there's one person out there that, probably knows exactly where I'm at, exactly where I'm recording at, and exactly what I'm talking about. I got to keep moving or I'm going to fall asleep like a bit. Well, actually, babies get rocked to sleep. So I might rock myself to sleep. So I'm going to stop. I do got to adjust because. Fuck. Oh. It's hard to sit here. It's hard to sit here and gander at you beautiful viewers. I can see every one of y'all's computer. I'm not computer. Why are American give me a second. I gotta collect myself. I gotta sift through this pain, sift through this whatever physical pain, back pain. Why do American company call centers, customer service, hire non-American occupants? And we're talking about Indians. Anyone else I could deal with. Anyone else. But we're talking, why? Why? Don't. This is making it harder on y'all. Fuck y'all. This is American, and that's not good. That's not. It's not any help at all. We're not getting one step. We're not even getting closer. We're not getting closer to a resolution. We're not getting closer to anything. We're just getting a lot of people pissed off. Luckily, I have patience, and eventually, I did ask her why she did not speak English so well. Why are you on this call? Because she was being uncompliant, honestly. That's the worst thing I said. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not racist, but I asked her, why are you on customer service call? Can't you mop the... No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. Why are you on the customer service call? You don't speak English very well or understand. Oh, I understand English just fine. I speak it just fine. No, you fuck. There's no R in just. There's no R. Why'd you roll an R? Just fine. What the fuck, dude? I'm done. We'll get off. We'll get off now. I'm just... Let's fix this. Let's fix this. And I'm not being discriminate towards anyone. I'm not saying anyone deserves a chance. But let's go to school first in America. Then set them out in the field. Make them work for it. Because I'm sure... What about the people that go to school 12 years, or the people that work hard, the people that grew up in not such a good place, but then you're letting Indians with and not even Cherokee Indians. I love Cherokee Indians. I'm talking about India Indians. Why are you gonna let them over here? Give them a free scholarship, and you don't even give black people free scholarships? Really? All right. Trying to keep them out of school, but you just let these motherfucking carpet surfers come and do this shit. And I hope that wasn't a racist slur. That was not meant towards that way. It's just frustrating. Take care of our people first. American people first, not foreigners. All right, and I'm not talking about the Prince of Serbia or anything. I guess it's just a handful. But if you are one of those, then I'm talking about you. Give the Cherokee people free... Well, I'm sure maybe we do. I mean, they have casinos and stuff, but why is their land still ours? Give it back or something. Do something. Do something. If I were president, I'd give that land back to the Cherokees. I'd say, hey, this is yours. Hey, what up? What up, bow and arrow horse rider? This is your land again. Sorry for taking it. I didn't take it. I'm the one that gave it back. That's what I would do. This is the first thing I would do. Everything else I don't have a plan for, so don't elect me now. But I'll get there. You bet your ass I will. But I want to thank everyone for watching. This is a longer episode than normal, which is spicy. This is spicy. It has lots of spices on it. Spices, sweet, tangy, and sour. But we're here. All right. Thanks for watching another episode. And I'll be back whenever I'm back, so deal with it. I'll always be here on Tuesdays, but we're going to, try to get more out. Thanks for watching. Love y'all.